Hey guys, it's Empress. I know, right? You guys don't usually see me on the side of the screen. Hello, everyone. I want to say, first and foremost, I love you guys so much. And I really had to come on here today because there has been so many things happening, not just with me, and I feel all across the world. Um, I had people reach out to me recently saying, oh, by the way, I'm preparing for bed, so don't mind my little hair wrap. But I had so many people reaching out to me saying, like, I feel so down, or I feel depressed, or I'm like not sure of what's happening. I'm not sure of what's going on. And I want you guys to know that there's nothing in this world that is happening to you. Everything that we go through, every situation, every problem, everything that we go through is happening for us. It's not happening to us. So hi guys, how you feeling tonight? Make sure you guys drop those affirmations. Drop those affirmations. I am love, I am light, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am growing. Yes. But like I was saying, everything that we go through is happening for us. It is not happening to us. We are in control of our reality, guys. And a major part of the reason why, hello, a major part of the reason why I was taking a break from doing the readings was because I don't want you guys to become reliant on them. When we rely our external situations, when we rely when we rely our lives on external situations, whether it be tarot cards, whether it be how our boyfriend or girlfriend treats us, whether it be how our friends around us treat us, we give away our power. We have the power to become and do whatever it is that we wish to be. That's why I say those affirmations, because you are claiming to the universe exactly who you are. And to remember that we are not our emotions, okay? We are not our emotions. So yes, like I was saying, a lot of people have been reaching out to me saying how they're depressed and how down they are. Well, when you are first describing an emotion, say I feel. Okay, I feel depressed. Separate that I am and I feel, so you guys can create that distance between your emotions. Okay, so I feel depressed instead of I am depressed. You guys like my Ganesh? I am currently traveling, but yes, I feel depressed or I feel sad. So you can know right away that you are in control of what is going on with you. You are not your emotions. Things that are occurring around you are for your evolution. We are in this period of life where we have like the most amazing things happening. Like we are at this place where we are our most powerful. We can shape our life to however we wish and want it to be. Okay? Like do not ever give away that power, not to a reading, okay? So I know some of us, like even myself at one point, I was really like on top of the I got to see what my readings say. I got to see what the cards say. I got to do this. I got to do that. But no matter what a reading or anyone says, you still have the power to change your destiny at any point in time through your choice. We were given the power of free will and choice. So what you do with your choices will determine what will happen next within your life. There is no such thing as time. Everything is happening for our benefit. So remember the saying, it's not happening to me, it's happening for me. Because there's nothing happening to you. Everything around you is happening for you to grow, for you to become the best person that you can possibly be, for you to recognize that certain people are not meant to be in your life, for you to recognize that certain energies should not be around you, for you to recognize that certain people, okay, for certain people should not be there, that certain situations should not be in your energy. Okay, God is, and I feel all of us collectively are coming into this place where we are feeling the energy a little bit more than usual. Yule just took place on the 21st. So that dark night energy that you could have felt these past few days, it was just to bring you clarity. Okay, to bring you clarity. 2022 is going to be a year of balance. So it's about bringing you clarity. You know how big 2020 was when we first got hit with the pandemic? Yeah, 2022 is about to be another year full of clarity, full of evolution. I want to say reevaluation, for us to reevaluate our values and who we are, and what we believe in, and what we choose to say, guys. The things that you choose are what you become. If you're choosing to listen to negativity all day, if you're choosing to put out words that are negative, if you're choosing to watch social media, it is a proven fact now that human beings encounter more trauma in one day being on social media than they would have experienced in their entire lifetime. So that is a known fact that we experience more trauma in one single day than we would have in our entire lifetime being on social media. So it is very important at this moment in time that you protect your energy, that you listen and look at things that are going to better you, that you put your energy towards things that are going to make you happy, that really benefit your soul growth. Listen to podcasts, okay, meditate, get your meditation in, drink water, eat fresh fruits and vegetables, okay? There's so many things happening around us, and I just want to say that I'm grateful for your energy. I'm grateful that you guys trust in me and what I have to say. But I would not be a person, I would not be a guide. I would not be a guide if I did not practice what I preach. So it is very important to protect your space, to go into hibernation if you need it, to tell the people that usually call you all the time, like, hey, I'm going to be selfish with me right now, so you need to be selfish with you. I can't talk to you right now because I'm talking to me, okay? It's no, like, okay, so it's okay. And I feel we are all in the space where it is very important that we focused on being in control of how we feel on the inside. Whatever's happening around us has nothing to do with what's going on in here. We can control what's going on in here. No matter if we have a friend who gets smart with us, or we in line at the grocery store and the lady next to us just got a smart ass mouth and you're looking at her like, sis, who you talking to? Okay, that feeling, that's ego. That reaction of who you, that's just us allowing somebody else to control how we feel, because we are in control of how we feel on the inside. If you go through a horrible breakup, nobody wants to experience pain. Things are easier said than done. But if you go through a horrible breakup, if you go through something with someone and it's like, what the fuck? Like, why do I feel like this? Why is this happening to me? We do have the power to control that. Feelings, emotions are choice. We can choose to be happy. We can choose to be sad. We can choose to look forward, and we can choose to look forward and look up and believe in the path ahead of us, or we can choose to look at the past and say shit don't work out for me. But remember that everything in life is a choice. So I also want to open the floor to you guys, since I have you here. This is my first time like on live like this, so you guys are able to ask me questions. I'm going to respond to anything that you have to say at this moment in time. We'll keep it interactive, conversations with Empress. That's what I should have titled the video. But yeah, whatever you guys have to say, I want to hear how you're feeling, how you feel at this moment in time, what you've been going through, what like what have you been dealing with, if I have not said that already. Okay. What you need help with, if you don't know where to start when it comes to your spiritual journey, if you don't know what move to make, like, just please comment so we can have a conversation. I don't want to just get up here and talk, because I was not planning on coming up here. I just did this out of nowhere. So guys, please drop a comment on, I think I'm going to be able to see it. I think I am. Sometimes I see the comments, sometimes I don't. So please, I'm waiting. If you guys have anything about, divination and astrology, okay? Okay, you've been going through changes. Yes, you should always be going through changes. If you don't keep going through changes, then you need to stop, okay? If you if you not changing, then something around you is wrong, okay? Cuz we should always be changing, okay? And it should always be like, we should never stop growing. I heard something the other day that said, I didn't come this far to only come this far. I didn't come this far to only come this far. I didn't come to the top. When he said, when you reach one mountain, climb and find a higher one. When you reach the top of the mountain, why stop there? Okay? Why stop there? When you reach the top of the mountain, why stop there? Keep going. We didn't come this far to only come this far. You should forever be evolving, forever be changing to reach your highest self. There is no limit to how high you can become. There is no limit to how much you can grow as an individual. Always be in competition with the person you were the day before. Okay? Always ask yourself, how can I become better? How can I become better than I was before? Okay? I saw someone say they've been relying on horoscopes. Okay? They've been relying on horoscopes. Okay. Please don't rely your life on horoscopes and tarot and readings and none of this. Please don't do it. It is not good. That is another form of giving your power away. We are not meant to do that. That is not why that is here. Once you start giving your power away to readings and horoscopes, you allow your life to manifest in all different directions. Guys, I'm gonna give you a little secret because I'm not just like the average, reader. I'm not gonna just tell you like, here, come to me, everything I say gonna be true. Yeah, I mean, it's true, but it's because of belief. Okay, when you believe in something, it will manifest into your life. Okay, we read energy. Okay, so whatever energy and vibration you are on, that is what we read. So one day the reading can say you and that person are going to be together forever, but then there's certain changes you would have to make that happen. Now, if you go out and go out and still continue to obsess over whether or not me and this person are going to be together, or this and that, you change that outcome completely. And then the next day that could be wrong. So energy is forever changing. You can change your life however you want it to be. Do not rely on the external. It all happens on the inside. Okay, I struggle with living in the moment and enjoying things instead of planning the future. My next moves, try to prioritize things. Okay, struggle with living in the moment. Okay, let me tell you what happens. Okay, what helps with that? Meditation. Okay, meditate. When you meditate, when you focus on your breath, meditation. And guys, a lot of people run away from meditation because they feel it is too hard. They feel it is like, my thoughts keep coming up, I can't stop thinking. That is the purpose. Okay, the purpose of meditation is to keep you aware that your mind is wandering. But when you get to this place of thoughts and overthinking, bring it always back to your breath. There are practices and techniques out here that will show you and help you come back to this place of zen. So yes, if you are struggling with staying present within the moment, you have to start meditating. You got to remove the things that don't help you. You got to remove the things from the past that you are still holding on to. Okay. I just felt overwhelmed. I'm kind of glad I don't read it as much. Like, Mom. Yes, please rely on your own intuition. Okay. Okay, I see someone talking about expectations. Okay. Please don't have expectations. Okay, it's not fair to you, it's not fair to anyone else in this world. Okay, do not have expectations. Okay, do not have expectations because it's not fair. All right, we can't expect anyone to do anything. When we have expectations, we're basically saying that, okay, I believe that you should be what I believe that you should be in my mind. Right, we should not have any expectations of the world because everything does not go the way that we thought or hoped it would go. Life happens the way it is meant to happen. And sometimes that person that we thought was going to be our best friend for 10, 20, 30 years turned out to be that was only our friend for those few months, those 10, 12 months. They served their purpose. Some things come into our life just to serve a season. So when we put our expectations on, oh, I know this is like you, for example, I'm gonna give you guys example in relationships, and I'm using my own personal self for example. For a while in my relationships, because I was so giving to other people, when I came into relationships, I expected that my boyfriend or my husband was going to have to like give me that same energy. Since I'm always giving to people, I expected in return. That's the number one thing you shouldn't do. Should not expect anything in return when you give, or because of who you are. No one in this world is like you. If they go, I heard Steve Harvey say this. He said if we were to dig up every person who ever lived on this earth, if we were to dig up every person who ever lived on this earth, none of our fingerprints would be the same. And that is so true because there's no one in this world like you. There's no one in this world who has the same thoughts, ideas. Like, we can see a person on the outside, but we never know what's going on in their head and in their heart. So don't have expectations of reality. Live your life free of expectations, okay? My current energy, know my worth, not tolerating people that makes me feel unappreciated. I've been working on that stuff. Great. Beautiful. Continue to work on yourself. That is something we can all do. And guys, I always say, our situations are different. Our stories and our journeys are different, but our messages are the same. Our messages are all the same. Remove what doesn't make you happy. Let go of the people don't no longer serve the purpose. And a lot of things are easier said than done. But the more you start to remove and release, you see the power of what is happening around you. You see the power of, okay, I gotta let go. Me letting go makes me feel good. Even me now, like, I always keep it real with you guys. I'm in this place. I saw somebody say they're in hermit mode. Perfect. That, like me. Yes, I'm in this place of hermit mode where my energy is so sensitive. I hear somebody say something negative, I'm like, I would never talk to you again. Okay? I will never talk to you again. And it's just because You know, when you are on a path of wanting more for yourself, you don't want to surround yourself with people and energy who are going to bring you backwards. Okay, so please, like, it is very important, from the things you listen to on the radio, from the music you listen to, guys, from the TV shows, from the movies, okay? From everything you do, it matters, okay? It matters. It matters. It all matters. Everything matters. So you really got to ask yourself, okay, if I want what's best for me, you got to love yourself more than you love anything else in this world, okay? You got to love yourself more than you love everything else, anything else in this world, okay? Advice for overthinkers, because let me tell you guys, I was, still am a little bit of overthinker, but I was really, really bad. Like 2 years, 2020, I think was like the year that I almost killed myself with thoughts. Like, I was overthinking so horribly. For an overthinker, for advice for overthinkers, one, always remember that we are not our mind, okay? I saw, I was watching something from Sadhguru, and he said that we believe that, especially us as we believe that our mind is just here. Our whole body is our mind, okay? Our whole body is our mind. So first and foremost, remember that things are not just your thoughts. When you are overthinking, you're thinking yourself into a place of feeling, of trauma, okay? Our body doesn't know the difference between a thought and an experience. So when you are overthinking, when you're thinking about something, remember, you're causing yourself your own trauma. Humans suffer more in the mind than they do in their actual reality. I'm gonna give you tips on how to stop overthinking, no worries. But I want you to understand why you are first. Because the only reason, when we tell ourselves not to think, the only thing we're gonna do is keep thinking. If I say to you guys right now, guys, don't think of the color green, what are you gonna probably think about? The color green. If I say don't think of a polar bear, you're going to think of a polar bear. So if you tell yourself, I got to stop overthinking, you're more likely to go into overthink. But when you understand why you are overthinking, and when you understand where your thoughts are coming from, you're more in control of them. So first and foremost, you need to ask yourself why. What am I thinking, and why do I feel like this is real? Why am I allowing this to control me? Why am I allowing this to when I, you know, I'm married now, but when me and my husband first got into a relationship, I was like, I'm ready for this. I did my internal work. I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not going to allow the past affect me anymore. I'm not going to do none of that. And then I saw myself overthinking again. I'm like, damn, what happens if he does, like, what happens if he leave, like, what's going to what if he messes up, what if he does wrong, what if he plays me, like, what if this is not, is he really my person, is this real? And I started to find myself overthinking. So I said, okay, this is not, like, I know this, I know my thoughts are not me, so why am I thinking like this? So when you ask yourself why, you give yourself space to dissect. So I said, why do I feel like my person is going to do me wrong when he's not showing that at all? Okay, because I'm afraid of being hurt. But why am I afraid of being hurt? Okay, because I'm afraid of being hurt because it happened to me before. But why am I afraid of something that happened to me before when it's not happening now? Okay, I'm afraid of being hurt from before because it's not happening now because of something I went through. Okay, but what did I go through? Okay, I went through a situation with a person who was not evolved. And although I did care about them, they were not there. They were not the person I needed them to be. Okay, so if you know that, why are you afraid of that this person who you've grown is going to do the same thing to you? Okay, maybe because I'm afraid of abandonment. Okay, now I realize I'm afraid of being abandoned. But why are you afraid of being abandoned if you have yourself? Okay, if I have myself, why am I afraid of being abandoned? Why am I afraid that I'm going to be left alone if I always have me? Okay, let me ask this. Is it really because I'm afraid of being alone? Because I know I'm not afraid of being alone. What is it in me that really, okay, maybe I'm insecure. Why am I insecure? Okay, because when I was younger, I got on the bus and I had a really bad haircut. I was overweight, and all the kids called me Dora. And I was like, all the kids called me Dora. And I was like, okay, that's where it's coming from. I'm not afraid of being hurt. I'm not afraid of being abandoned. I'm afraid that I am not going to be seen as beautiful as I thought I was. Okay? So you guys see where I'm going with that? And that's all honesty. That's really how I felt. So sometimes our traumas come from places that we don't even recognize. So when you ask yourself why, and you because overthinking is just a root of fear. You know, we only overthink because when we're afraid, when we really care about something, when we really care about a person, really care about a situation, we overthink it. We fear it the most. So fear is not a bad thing, and that's another thing. And Jay Shetty said this. He said they teach us that fear is a bad thing, and fear is not a bad thing. It's all about what you do with your fear. We were taught like if you fear, okay, if you fear if you fear, then you shouldn't be afraid. You know, young men when they're kids, like when they're little boys and they don't want to go in there somewhere, they're like, stop being scared, you shouldn't be afraid. People teach us that fear is a bad thing, and fear is not a bad thing. It's okay. It's all about what you do with that fear. Are you going to allow that fear to put you in a place where you say, fuck everything and I'm not going to go for the things that I want? Or are you going to use that fear to an advantage? You know what, since I think that I have these insecurities, I'm going to keep telling myself, I'm going to use my affirmations. I'm going to write every day that I'm beautiful until I truly believe it, because I am. I'm going to meditate to control my thoughts, guys. You know, people ask me all the time, how can I control this? How can I control that? And I say meditation. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, consistency is the DNA of mastery. If you want to master your mind, if you want to master how you feel, okay? If you want to master how you feel, you have to do the work. Nothing comes easy. We see an outcome and we believe that that's what we want because that we see the outcome, but we don't ever think about what it took to get there, right? I was on a plane the other day and I said, damn, I want to be a pilot. Then I thought about it like, oh no, this motherfucker had to go to school. They got to put all these people on their hands. They got to make sure they land this motherfucker safely. If I get in the air and I start this shit, I feel this shit start shaking, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Oh, hell no. No, okay? But in the moment, all I'm looking at is the outcome. Like, damn, you really a pilot. That's cool. It's like, that's really cool. But as you think about it, the process it takes to get there, it's like, oh, hell no. Like, oh, hell no. Like, I can't do that. Hell no, I'm not doing it. I'm so glad there are people out here who could do it, who love to do it, who got it going on, but that ain't me, right? That just ain't me. So, that's what we have to ask ourselves. Yeah, it's cool to see gurus and it's cool to see people who control their mind and talk about mastering the mind, but you know what it took them to get there? It took them hours of meditation. It took them cutting out individuals who no longer serve them, okay? We cannot be the smartest in the room. We cannot be the smartest one in our circle. We should not be the person that everyone comes to. That should not be our destiny. That should not be our fate. And if that is you, okay, if that is you, you have to change your circle. You got to change who you're talking to. You got to change who you're dealing with. All right. So, like I was saying, it is very important, you know, and yes, isolation. Isolation is very important for escalation, but it does not mean sitting on bed all day and just don't talk to nobody. That do not mean that. I don't want y'all to think Empress saying go in a hermit mode, don't talk to nobody, close the curtains, sit. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm saying. Still need stimulation, okay? What I'm saying is surround yourself by the right energy. Okay, it does not always have to be a physical human being. It's what you watch on TV. Instead of turning on the Bad Girls Club, Loving Hip Hop, Miami, whatever, Sister Wives, whatever corruption they got going on today. No offense to the people on the shows. That is how you get your living. Congratulations. But I'm just saying, if you watching people throwing drinks in their face all day, of course you're going to start doing the same thing or having that same reaction when somebody trying to get tough with you. Like, bitch, back the fuck up. Right? You don't want to have that energy, okay? And it just like the news, like, you know, it's good to stay updated and informed, but stay updated about the things that are positive. Let's go clean the beaches, right? Let's go help the animals. Like, there's so many things to get into in this world. You know, it's all about where you put your attention and your energy and your focus, right? So, it is very, 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 very important. All right, very, 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 very important that you surround yourself with the right energy. So what I do, right? So what I do at night when I'm going to sleep, I listen to meditation music. Okay, I listen to meditation music in the morning. I was only meditating for 30 minutes. Now I'm increasing it to an hour. So from 4:30 to 5:30, I will be meditating. Okay, I will be meditating 4:30 to 5:30. Then I exercise. Okay, I read a book. I always read a book that is going to help me grow in some way. So right now I'm reading Think Like a Monk. And then by Jay Shetty. Get that book, guys. It's really good. Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. Um, yeah, so I read a book. Then I listen to different podcasts and motivational speeches. Like you guys clicking on this to listen to this right now, like that is very, very good. It is very important because you want to surround yourself with conversation that is productive, right? Like, imagine, I know everybody had this experience. They go in a room and either people ain't talking or they ain't talking about shit, and you just sitting there like, why the fuck did I just walk in this motherfucker? Did I just come in this motherfucking room? Okay, I love you too. But like, why did I just come in this motherfucking room? And or that person who keep calling you, they always negative as hell. Like, I just know your ass got something to complain about today. What happened? What you got to say today? What happened? Who ain't do it? Who did not do it? What happened? Oh, your girlfriend left it. Your boyfriend did it. All right. Like, or that person. Oh, you know who kills me the most? The person who got dreams but say that they can't go after them. Yeah, Empress. Yeah, I had. I really want to get this job, man, but my life's so hard and I'm struggling, and I blocked all those numbers, guys. You got to block those people out. Like, seriously, you got to really put yourself first. Okay? You got to really put yourself first. You got to really say, although I love you, although I love you, I love me more. And we subconsciously develop this energy. So sometimes, guys, a majority of the time, we are carrying other people's energy. Okay? When we listening to people complain, like I went to my friend's house the other day and I was happy before I went there. I was happy before I went there. I left I'm left like, yo, oh my gosh, what the fuck is going on with me? Why do I feel like shit right now? Why am I fucking in my head? Like, not even, I'm like, I was so fine. I'm wearing somebody else's energy. Okay? I'm wearing somebody else's energy. You gotta wear your own energy. I love you guys so, so, so much more. But I'm wearing somebody else's energy, okay? So you gotta really remove. I deleted all my social medias. Like, I deleted all my Instagram, whatever. I only have YouTube now. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want, and like, I want to talk about the shade room, okay? Because a lot of y'all probably out there following the fucking shade room, okay? That is the worst freaking. I'm sorry, shade room. I usually apologize to people about how they make their living, but I don't feed misery, okay? So a lot of people find their pleasure in the shade room, and if you're finding peace and pleasure and trying to keep up with other people's lives, then you got a lot of reevaluating to do. Because when you're joyful, okay, when you're happy, okay, when you're joyful and you're happy, you don't have time to look at what other people are doing, okay? Social media is an illusion, guys. It is the biggest illusion out there, okay? It is the biggest illusion out there. It will have you thinking that people in France, Paris, living their life, whatever, whatever, whatever. In reality, they said, wait. Just take this picture right here by this pole for me, just so that I can put on the gram, and the gram can see that I'm lit. Just take this picture real quick. Then they walk away mad as hell, like, this trip was the fucking worst trip of my life. But all y'all saw was that picture next to that pole, and y'all out there stressing like, damn, man, when am I gonna go on a trip to France? Like, didn't even know the motherfucker was having a horrible time the entire trip. So, the biggest illusion of them all, okay? The biggest illusion of them all. Do not get caught up in social media. Don't do it. All right. What we're going through at this moment in time is everything happening for us. The sadness, the feelings of I don't want to do it no more. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm depressed. I'm whatever it is. It is happening for you to move. God doesn't want you comfortable. God said there's more things out there for you. God does not want you to be in a place where you're going to be sad all the time. Do you ever look out on your life and ask, damn, am I going to be feeling this way forever? Am I going to be feeling this way forever? No, you're not. God does not want you to be sad. God does not want you to be in a place where you feel like you are not in control. That's not what the universe wants for you. So the universe is going to continue to push you. The universe is going to continue to move you. The universe is going to continue to show people's true colors, show who's not there for you, show who's no good for you, right? The universe is going to continue to do that. But also, guys, it's also our responsibility to recognize where we are going wrong. Am I overthinking? Or is this person really not a bad person? Am I projecting my unhappiness and hoping that somebody else will make me happy? You know, we play a part in every role and situation in our life, right? And I'm going to give you guys an example of my relationship because I saw myself doing this recently, and I said, "Oh hell no, sister, you're not about to go to that," because I have an awesome man, right? And he does a lot for me. And I'm like, this past few holidays, I just been giving, 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 not even to him, to just the people around me. I just been giving too much to people. I just been giving, giving, giving to all of these people. And I said, why nobody giving to me? What am I doing right now? Why am I giving all of these motherfuckers? Ain't nobody doing shit for me. What the fuck is going on? I'm over here giving it a Sam, Ham, Cam. Nobody's giving to me. And then I'm looking at my man like, did you even ask me if I wanted a Christmas gift? And I saw myself turning on him like, and I'm like, oh, chill. Because he didn't even do anything, right? He didn't do anything. He gives to me all the time. But that's just an example, guys, of how our own unhappiness with something will cause us to believe that the things on the external are real when it's really what's happening in here. So we got to take responsibility for our own happiness, because everything on the outside, relationships, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, lovers, cousins, sisters, uncles, gifts, trips, whatever, they're just to add on to the experience. That is just to keep us stimulated on the outside. All good feelings, all real energy, all love, blessings, joy, happiness, peace, serenity, tranquility, blissfulness, excitement, like all those things happen on the inside. And we control that. Can no one else control that? We allow people to control that. Like when you get a gift from somebody, you're just like, oh my God, I'm so happy. You're allowing that gift to control how you felt. You could have already been, oh my God, I'm so happy, without that even in your space. That's the monk mentality, guys. Monk mentality is being present enough in the moment where you're not overly stimulated by pleasure and you're not too depressed when sad. You know, that no matter what is happening around you, you always can control how you feel on the inside. And only it's sad, only a few percentage of the world will get there, but it's not impossible for all of us to do it. We all can do it. It's just all about staying consistent with meditation, staying consistent with breathing, staying consistent with removing and going towards the things that make you happy. You know, guys, like as much as I love readings, I realized they were not making me as happy anymore. So now I'm switching it up. I got other things that I want to show you guys, other things that I want to do, other things that I want to help you with, right? And I'm going to be doing more, because just doing that was not making me happy, because that was not my only calling. But if I kept doing it, I would make myself depressed, you know? And I cannot be who I am without showing you guys the truth, right? So you got to stay consistent with staying away from the things that don't make you feel good. You got to stay consistent with doing the things that's going to make you happy. You're most happiest, right? What? I didn't even know there was filters on here. Ooh, I like this one. I'm sorry. I just got like a kid in a candy store. Okay, we're going to stop that. Maybe not. Okay. All right, I'm going back to the original. I'm sorry, guys. I just got a little lost. That was funny. But no, seriously. I genuinely, I just threw myself off. But no, I genuinely appreciate you guys. And I love you guys so, so, so much. And I want you guys to know that we will. If you guys stick with me and my channel, I don't care if it's 5 people. I don't care if it's 2 people. If you stick with me, you stick here, I promise, okay, we are going to evolve together. We're going to get to the next level. We are going to be in control. I'm not going to teach you to rely on a reading. I'm not going to teach you to rely on the outside, okay? I'm not going to teach you to rely on external okay? So I'm not going to teach you to do that, because that will be lying to you. That would not be fair, right? I want you to genuinely become the best person you can be. I want you to genuinely evolve. I want you to genuinely be happy as hell. I want you to genuinely see yourself getting upset and say, hold the fuck up, because I'm the one who's allowing me to get upset right now, not you, motherfucker. I ain't gonna let you do it, okay? I'm the one, all right? I'm the one who's allowing me to be upset right now. Okay? So I want you guys to know that we are more than this reality. We are more than this three-dimensional. It gets me emotional because I see so many people start to fall and feel like what is happening around them is real. Okay? First of all, guys, what helped me the most is looking at life like a game. When you look at life like a game, you can say, wow, I can do whatever I want. I just can't cheat because if I cheat, I lose the game. All right? So if I do what is right, if I move and do how I want, life is just a game for me, right? But I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to cheat my way through life. I'm going to follow the rules. All right, I'm going to follow my own rules. I'll follow my own rules. I peeped you, Ty. You said when you said game. I realized, yeah, you said it at the same time. But for real, guys, we really are in control. And I want you guys to comment under this video things you want me to talk about, things you want me to say. I want us to have conversations. I want this to be an open room now. I want this to be, you know, like I want that to be I want this to be something you guys can come to and really get help. Like, not just, I don't want to just, you know, entertain you with my messages, although they're pretty cool. I want you guys to know too, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. So if you are here just for my readings, you can go, because I actually threw away all my cards to force me into making more messages that are going to help. Because I realized not only was I teaching myself to rely on cards, I was teaching that to you. And I don't want you to get caught up in believing that our life and our outcomes are cards. Like, don't ever do that. I don't go to other readers. Trust me, there are fabulous people out here who will help guide you. But don't ever think your outcome is dependent on a card or what the card has to say. Okay, because you can make choices, you can make decisions, you can change the outcome. If you start to say, if you say, oh hell, if the outcome say, let me tell you something, right? If the outcome says, oh, you gonna lose your job tomorrow, and you really genuinely like that job, and the outcome said you're gonna lose your job tomorrow, you could look in the mirror and say, oh hell no, let me tighten the fuck up, let me get more organized, okay? Let me get organized. You could go and you could change the energy, you get organized, you start working hard, you start working smarter, you start doing the things, you start moving things around, your outcome didn't change. Now it says Ace of Pentacles, you got a promotion. Okay? You got a promotion. We control our lives. We control our destiny. Okay? We control our destiny. All right? Like, it's that real. Like, I want you to know, guys, that shit is real. Okay? Like, it's real. It is real. Like, quantum physics is proving it. It's science behind it. It's spirituality behind it. It's mindfulness behind it. It's everything that's God behind it. It's everything, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. It's everything behind it. So, believe that you can, no matter what, change your outcome. You can't change people, though. Let me tell y'all that right now. You cannot change another motherfucker. You can't do it. But you can change the frequency you're vibrating on. So if you change your frequency, if you go from being depressed, feeling depressed, if you go from feeling depressed and attracting other people who are at low vibrations to, I'm not doing this no more, and feeling positive and changing your positivity and changing the way you think and the way you talk and what you tell yourself, and you start vibrating at a higher frequency, other people can either change their frequency, change what they believe in, change what they're doing, or they could stay at that low vibration. But as long as you change your frequency, you're going to attract people and energy and situation, okay? And in situations, it attracts on that vibration. We attract exactly what we are. So if we're still attracting broken people, it's because we're broken. If we're still attracting people who don't know and confused, it's because somewhere along the lines we confused. It may not be in the same exact forms, but there is something within us that is attracting this other person. We only go towards what we see in ourselves. Okay, I asked somebody, and I'm writing a book called Love is a Mirror, guys. So when my book drop, I want y'all to go get that. I also wrote a children's book, so I did a lot of work within a few months. But anyway, I'm writing a book called Love is a Mirror, and basically, what the book is about is saying how love You know, that love is us falling in us falling in love with who we see excuse me, us falling in love within another person, what we see in ourselves in another person. So sorry, that was just so tongue tied. That was horrible. But anyway, but no, seriously, like we only fall in love with who we see ourselves in, right? So if you are somebody who's damaged, right, you're more likely to go to another person who's damaged because you feel that you guys can relate, right? Right? If you are joyful, you ain't gonna want to fuck with nobody who damaged. You looking at that mother like, damn, you got all that shit going on with you. I'm trying to get me a man, a woman who got their shit together, who's stunting like they daddy. That's because, you know, that's where your energy is. So we fall in love, and yes, you can fall in love with multiple people. You have multiple soulmates, and you can be in love and cheat. That is a chapter in my book. Yes, you can be in love and cheat. Ain't that some shit, Empress? What? Yes, it's true. Because, like I said, what you are vibrating at, the level you are vibrating at, the level you are vibrating at is the level that in which you will attract. So if you are with somebody, let me explain that chapter, because a lot of people be like, how are you in love with somebody and cheat on them? Because it's not about being in love with the person. It's about being in love with yourself. If you are not in love with yourself, okay? If you're not in love with yourself, you're going to do things of lower vibrations, right? So you could be in a relationship with a person who you love entirely, and then start losing love within yourself because you see your partner, they got things going for themselves, they accomplish, and then you're looking at yourself like, damn, I'm not bringing enough to the table, I'm sad, this person may leave me. Then you out one day, you see somebody who laughs and giggle at you, make you feel a little good on the inside, like, okay, this person might, okay, you see something in me. I thought I was being left behind because my person, and I felt I was being left behind. What you? Then this person all flirting with you, making you feel good, and all of a sudden you cheated on your person. And then, but it's like, I love my person so much, because it's not about being in love with that person. It's about being in love with yourself. So yes, you can be in love and cheat. Yes, you can, you know, be in love with the wrong like the person who's no good. You can be in love with a person who is good. It's all about how much you love yourself. So the more you love yourself, the more it will reflect in the people around you. That's why the title is Love is a Mirror. Because the more you are in love with yourself, the more, you know, you reflect in the people around you. So as soon as you start falling out of love with yourself, you can expect to start attracting those low vibrations. Like, that's why I be taking my breaks, because I be feeling some down some days, and I'm like, oh, as soon as I start feeling down, I start getting phone calls from all these motherfuckers that done cut out my life, and I'm like, what the fuck? Let me pick myself back up. Let me do it. All right. So I love you guys so much. Please drop comments on this live once it's posted, and tell me topics you guys want me to talk about. I'm going to have a different setup. This is like my first time just jumping on here and doing these types of things. I am also a filmmaker, so I'm all about making the videos look cute, right? But I thank you guys for being here along this journey with me, and I appreciate you guys so much. So please drop comments and tell me how you feel, and tell me what's bothering you so I can address it in the next live. Okay, we'll be addressed in the next live. We have multiple conversations. I want you guys to come with your questions. I'm going to read through them as much as I can. All right, love you guys.